Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Dives, Mr. Crockpot on Twitter. Today, we are talking about my top 4 winners for the offensive linemen at the 2024 NFL Scouting Combine. Guys, if you love the drafts and you want more draft content, you know what to do. Smash that subscribe button. Let's go! All right, let's get this show started with Olu Fashanu going down with an injury today. The other blue chip prospect out offensive tackle in this draft really stood out today. Notre Dame's Joe Alt is simply a massive human being. His measurements were absolutely off the charts. 6'8.5", 321 pounds. He ran a 5.07 in the 40-yard dash on his first run and 5.05 on his second. Per Next Gen Stats, Alt reached a top speed of 14.14 miles per hour within the first 5 yards of his 40-yard dash, the fastest by any offensive lineman over the last 2 years. He also had the 9th best broad jump among his peers at 9 foot 4 inches. As a prospect, he's got a 7+ foot wingspan, and the former tight end is incredibly flexible, well leveraged, quick out of his stance with elite recovery athleticism. He's a lean, compact blocker for his size with excellent closing burst off the snap. He's exceedingly nimble despite his elite size, but he can also lock down opponents with his strength at the point of attack. Joe Alt is most likely a lock for being selected within the top 5 of the 2024 draft and did everything he could to show why he should be the first tackle taken off the board. It's time to talk about a prospect that's played every spot on the O-line in college, as well as even some tight end. Per Next Gen Stats, Bortolini hit a top speed of 13.74 miles per hour, which was only bested by Joe Alt during the 5-yard split. He had the number 1 10-yard split time among his peers at 1.69 seconds. As a prospect, Tanner Bortolini's versatility is his most appealing trait to NFL teams. He can play any spot on the interior and has experience as a 6th offensive lineman. For a likely day 3 pick, that gives this guy an excellent chance to stick on a 53-man roster as a rookie. Heading into today, one of Bortolini's biggest drawbacks was his lack of athleticism, and he certainly put that one to bed on Sunday afternoon. I think Bortolini is athletic enough to work in really any scheme. I think his best fit is probably going to be in a power run scheme, and I've got a late day 2, early day 3 grade on him. Next up, let's talk about Cooper Beebe out of Kansas State. He had a 5.05 40-yard dash. He had an unofficial 9.49 raw athletic score out of a possible 10. As a prospect, Beebe has tremendous size, width, and mass as an interior blocker. While he's not an elite athlete, he's mobile enough to get out into space as a pulling blocker, maximizing his opportunities with stellar angle awareness and football IQ. Beebe is a physically imposing and powerful guard with the versatility to help out and perform solidly at 3 other spots. He's a high floor player who's going to give you a powerful run blocker from either side. He also has good size to athleticism, solid pass protection, and experience. Cooper Beebe just simply keeps checking off all the boxes. Beebe is a long-time plug-in and forget about it prospect at left guard going forward. I see Cooper Beebe as one of my favorite prospects that should be available sometime on day 2. Last but not least, it is Garrett Greenfield. Last year, the first FCS player drafted was Cody Mock in round 2. This year, it's time to talk about a prospect from South Dakota State in Garrett Greenfield who had a phenomenal day and is climbing up the draft boards. He was one of the best offensive line prospects at the East-West Shrine Bowl, and at the Combine, his 38.5-inch vertical jump was number 1 in the class. In fact, that number was the highest ever by an offensive lineman. His first attempt in the 40-yard dash was a 5.3. His second attempt was a 5.23. He had the 5th best broad jump among his peers at 9 feet and 5 inches. As a prospect, Garrett Greenfield has nimble feet, good length, and tremendous body control. He has extensive experience playing both left tackle and right tackle, which is always a plus. Overall, this is a tackle prospect who utilizes his length really well with sufficient athleticism in the run game. He needs to add weight and improve discipline to play within frame against good athletes on the edge, but all signs point to this guy being an underrated selection sometime on day 2. All right, guys, those are my top 4 winners for the offensive linemen today. Do you agree or disagree with my rankings? Did I miss anybody? Let me know down in that comment section below. For everything draft, shoot me a follow on X at Mr. Crockpot. Thank you again, everyone, for watching. Stay awesome.